Good evening, those who love and those who dread, and welcome to the house that is for you, the House of Love and Dread. Hi, my name is Philip, and I will be portraying, among other things, the matchmaker in this game.
Ooh.
And I am joined by two delightful players.
I mean, I think, Philip, I would say the proper phrasing for the way, based on the positioning of the screen, is topping you.
Yes, topping me, just under standing on me, because I've been very bad, are two delightful players. Please welcome Lauren and Zane. And I have to say, you both look very different from last week.
I look exactly the same. I don't know what you mean.
Zane
Lauren,
does look exactly the same.
Yeah.
I changed up the hair.
I was doing a joke to Dan. I was like, Lauren, no, you don't. So
She's gonna hate that.
welcome, Liv and Dan. And we didn't mention this last week, but I just want to make it very clear that you're never gonna see all of them until I think September.
We might.
Wake me up when September ends.
God, what a good fucking song. Hey, you know what? Do you guys remember the song Love Hurts by Incubus?
No?
I had not thought of it since, I believe, approximately 2008. And then I thought about it on Wednesday, and I listened to it, and somehow I remembered all the words.
There you go.
You
Congratulations.
know what song I unironically like, and I will never forgive a certain brother duo for ruining because it's actually a good song, and everyone needs to stop making fun of it.
Radioactive.
No? 1,000 Miles.
It's a good song.
It is a good song.
A brother duo?
The fucking white chicks movie that forever made Vanessa Carlton's song a joke.
Did you know that
Serious.
Vanessa Carlton, Sarah Bareilles, Michelle Branch...
Queens. Queens.
Did you
Sorry.
know those? Do you know those are all people who sing songs?
Yes. And that they're queens.
I can't speak to that. But what I can speak to is that we are here with a very exciting follow-up to last week's craziness. I'm supposed to say, as part of our preamble, and I hope I didn't say this too late in case there were already some juicy morsels about Vanessa Branch and Sarah Carlton and Michelle.
You love Sarah Bareilles. Come on, you watch Girls
Michelle.
Five Eva.
I do like Sarah Bareilles. No one's saying I don't. I knew all three of those names, didn't I? Earlier, but then I forgot. You're supposed to clip stuff in this show, everyone. There's something on Twitch called clipping. And what you do is you make clips. And then Lauren can take the clips and she stitched some of them together into what... she sent it to me, and her original cut was even longer. Zane told her to cut it a little. But she sent it to me, and she said, here's this. What do you think? And I said, I hate this. This is assaultive. I said, this will work fine. But I was like, you're the one who knows TikTok. I can't handle... I don't like this. This is too fast, too whatever. This is like a previously on For the Boys, which I also don't care for.
It's okay. Lauren's not playing tonight, so she won't care as much about the clips.
Yes, but she will because she has to do it for next week.
Oh, okay.
Regardless, so help her out and
So give us clips.
Help her find the clip are us.
clipfunmoments.net.
Clip fun things. Clip that.
How could you ever clip that? Clip that. That's yeah. I thought Liv.
Did not sound like you said clip there, Philip.
What did I say?
It just sounded like something else.
What did it sound like?
I don't
Not
know.
a P.
Clit that? Hey everybody, welcome to the House
If
of
you
Love and
if you
Dread.
haven't been hearing clit the whole time, then what the hell are you doing?
What you really should be doing
Chat.
is, hey everybody, go ahead.
Oh my god! It shouldn't be chit chat. It should be clit chat. When it's two chicks doing it.
Wouldn't it be click clat? So please clit any of our clips from Clitney Fun Moments tonight. Oh my god.
Click.
Well, I mean, Philip, I assume we'll have a lot of them. You can say we have a clitany of them.
Okay, that was pretty good. Because what he did is he put a C in front
Is this
of
a
the
record
litany.
for how fast we made things wildly inappropriate?
No, it's not. You've done much worse.
I mean, we've done
Circa-
much worse and much sooner.
I think once in Blood from a Stone, because you guys would be saying the filthiest stuff before Blood from a Stone,
That's
and then
true.
I'd go live and say
true.
what they and be like, guys, stop, we're going live now, and then immediately say what they'd been saying. Some of it
Yeah.
was absolutely terrible
That is true.
and unfortunately arousing.
Show is not for children.
Yeah. By the way, no children should be watching this. Also, they are not going to want to because it's not like YouTube unboxing toy videos.
It's because we're not doing the Gen Z stare.
You don't have any dice to unbox.
We're not doing the Gen Z stare. And guys, speaking of the Gen Z stare, boy, I sure hope we don't have any Coldplay concert moments at this, because we sure love to laugh, don't we, America? Oh my god.
Every summer, a billionaire must be sacrificed.
Somebody texted me, like, have you seen about, like, they were like, sorry, I've just been reading about the CEO today. And I was like, oh god, what are you talking about? Like, what horrible news story is this? Nope. It was apparently a fun one.
If they just not reacted, no one would know.
They reacted so big. It's so good. They reacted so big in two ridiculous ways, and his was so much stupider. Oh, and if you're watching this in a long time from now and you don't know what we're talking about, it's fine. It's not important.
It's fine.
Google Coldplay CEO.
It'll live forever. That's fair.
But I do feel bad for apparently the guy in the company who like planned the company outing. They fired him. They blamed him for it and fired him.
That sounds bad.
I'm sure that he can file some wrongful.
I hope he does.
I
hope he does.
Well,
that is wild.
The point. Oh, she's the HR person, according to Galliner and Saber. Well, that is. I mean, golly.
Yeah, she's the head of HR, and he's the CEO, so it's perfect.
Jumping back to what we were just talking about, if there were a little like icon in Twitch to help people clit clips, would their name be Clitty?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm Clitty. I can help you find the spot.
You're having trouble finding the spot.
Yeah. just kind of move your cursor around this area.
You'll get there eventually.
See if the timeline responds at all.
I regret. No, I don't.
You don't. You feel like you should regret it, but you don't.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I should.
Said every woman I've ever been. Okay. Anyway, the point is, the Dread Clock. Ooh.
Ian, if you have to ask.
Do you guys see what number?
They rolled so many fucking. Dan, did you watch last week? They rolled so many fucking.
You know, I never watch a game I'm not on.
Here's the deal, my friends. We are at, thanks to Sophia, last week. Sophia, as we logged in, Sophia had been subscribed for 39 months. So we were like, oh, okay, well that's cause for 3 on the thing. So we started at 3, and then they rolled so many, and because it was the first night, I counted mine as well. I only had 1. Lauren had like 3.
Lauren did have quite a few.
And she hit a 13 on here afterwards, and something very wild happened. So that was delightful. However, I'm not really going to recap necessarily what happened last week in the traditional way, because suffice it to say, the matchmaker introduced everyone to the House of Love and Dread. She drew some cards. She drew the Star and the Hanged Man. This one was backwards, just kidding. That was really, she drew some cards. No. And, they told a story of Troy and Marnie on a little weekend retreat when the storms rolled in, cut off their path. They took refuge in a house only to find some very frightening things within. Something very, very, very bad happened to Marnie's hand.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Very bad. But they escaped with another person. He wound up to be a bad dude as well, and she used her horrible hand to repulse and just the revulsion he felt having it in his face made him leave the car. They were able to kick him out, and in the end, Troy put his hand over Marnie's non-gross hand, claiming it as his in marriage. So it wound up really being a tale of love and dread. And then, at the end, the matchmaker was joined by a very special figure who kind of wound up derailing things in that game, in that story she had told a little bit, but all is fair in love and dread, as they say. So,
is it?
Well,
as the man said,
whether or not it should be, that's how the matchmaker deals with. Speaking of which, we're going to begin once again now, if you guys are ready to go. For now, you may change your names to your tarot cards that you have selected. And we will sort of, once again, Oh, let me make. We have kind of a little too epic of music playing here. Hold on. Let me do something a little more. Here we go. Let's do something a little more dreadful. We once again look through that forest that exists in our dreams and nightmares, that exists in the edges of our perception. A forest you can imagine and you know you've walked through before.
Desire.
What's that?
Sorry, the Botany of Desire.
The Botany of Desire. What's that?
Just a book.
Oh, okay, gotcha. As we glance through the trees, we once again see that large Second Empire Victorian mansion that we call the House of Love and Dread. In one circular window, a heart set in stained glass. Inside, as we sort of follow through, we find the matchmaker, a beautiful woman, very seductive, wearing a red dress with big bell sleeves, long brown hair. She's holding a tarot deck, and she looks at us and welcomes us for another night of tales that will make us yearn for romantic connection and scream at the horrors we face along the way. Horrors. Sometimes at the horrors. Okay, so with that, as she greets us, she pulls out 2 cards for the evening. And these cards, my dear, are... My dears, welcome to the show. Tonight I have 2 new cards for you. I have the Chariot and the Moon. I'd like to know, as both of you say hello, she'll say hello to the lovely people. I'd like you to tell me sort of what in the card is speaking. What part of the card. And I can, for both of you, I can also go to our more traditional Rider-Waite look here. Dan, I assume you're the dude.
No. It's one of the Sphinx horses.
You're one of the Sphinxes? Okay.
Sphinxes. I like the face.
But it's like, it's only one, it's like one Sphinx speaks at a time, but either of them can speak like, it's like the same consciousness, but 2 mouths, but only one can talk at a time.
Oh, okay. Understood. So
Wait,
you are...
same consciousness, 2 mouths, or 2 consciousness, 1...
No, same. It's like they're the 2 horses or whatever is pulling the chariot. They're both 1 mind, 2 bodies, 2 mouths. So only one of them is speaking at a time, but it is the same being speaking.
You speak through both of them. Okay, so there is another figure in there with you. Okay, and then as for the moon,
I'll be the face in the moon. Although I also really like the lobster.
yes, the lobster is certainly striking. Okay, but you'll be the face in the moon. Probably makes sense. All right. So, as you 2 are sort of greeted, the matchmaker would say hello to the lovely people. The
Hello.
lovers and the fearful.
Hello.
Are you 2 ready to help me tell a little story to our friends here?
I'm ready to do whatever I have to do.
You know, that's an attitude that a couple of your deck mates last week really could have adopted. They came out here requesting all sorts of nice stories about friendship and nothing too scary, this, that, and the other. And that didn't seem like a very good match to me. But if you do whatever you have to do, I think you'll go very far, Chariot. I think you might ride yourself to something very interesting. What about you, Miss Moon?
That's what the moon's for, is to tell stories.
Oh. Well. Sounds like you 2 think you have it all figured out. Then in that case, I think we'll tell the tale of another pair who thought they had things all figured out. This is a story of opportunity, heartbreak, and the cost of a man's soul. A tale I like to call The Midnight Delivery. So, based on what you've said, the matchmaker is now going to, and this is an element of it. Last time I was kind of a little more set up for this. Based on what you both have just said, I am sending you 2 characters to your sheets. Dan,
Yes.
you are going to be a gentleman.
I always am.
Named. You can actually sort of pick a name if you'd like. But his name is Williams on the sheet. Williams, someone who is sort of hired for, shall we say, odd jobs. You know, he's here to, if there's a problem, perhaps he's someone who would maybe fix it. Liv.
Yes.
You are going to be a gentleman named Drummond. Because that is what the story needs. So, yes, you're a couple of dudes. The year is probably 1968, 1969. You two are working
What a great year.
for this place. This is probably a situation where you're both kind of just trying to make it in the city. I will, however, say, Drummond, you are someone who... This is the kind of guy who everything just always goes his way. He's a very lucky kind of fellow.
Okay.
Things are, I think he's probably from, wealthy type family, kind of.
Yes.
Never has to try, just things kind of go his way. But what's interesting about Drummond, and I'm going to tell you out of game for a moment.
Drummond is the surname.
Drummond's the surname. Have your first name be whatever you'd like. Drummond's the kind of guy who you have a lot of other benefits, but you actually don't have any of those special skills that let you re-roll your dice, so you will have to spend your power to do so.
Oh.
So you'll have to look at all your other facets to see, for example, you regain a lot of power whenever you hit a natural 20. You also regain power on a 19, etc., but you also don't have anything that you can constantly. Whereas our friend Williams, he's got a few skills he's pretty good with. So, with all that in mind, let us begin this tale of the midnight delivery, where Drummond and Williams have been summoned very late at night to the MacArthur building. This is a sort of dingy space that, it's very much like asbestos, so you have this, you smell this place a little more than you even feel it. Kind of that institutional architecture. And you, gentlemen, having been asked to sort of, come in the back entrance, you are in a particularly, utilitarian and kind of bare hallway that you're waiting in. This is in the bowels of the building, of the MacArthur building. You were both told to come here around 11 o'clock. It is now 11:15. You also notice that here, kind of lurking around with you, is one other figure. His name is Bellows. I'd like you both to roll a luck. That is your D13. Let's see if either of you have ever...
2.
Okay.
Also, do Drummond and I know each other?
I'm going to leave that up to the Chariot and the Moon, in fact. If you think the story will be better if you know each other, you can. Oh yeah, Liv, you can change your name to Drummond if you'd like. Sorry.
Oh, right.
There's going to be a lot of name change nonsense.
Forgot about that.
You both, I will say you both have sideburns, probably. But, you can...
I'll make my trimmer real quick.
You can decide. It's up to you, but you can say you either have big sideburns, little sideburns, but you got them to some extent.
I rolled a 10.
A 10, great. Drummond, you are certainly familiar with Bellows. However, do we think Drummond and Williams know one another? Are they?
I think we know each other. We know each other enough to know that we might be able to work well together, but not well enough to fully trust one another.
Yeah.
Understood. All right.
How old are we supposed to be?
Probably in your 30s, maybe.
Okay.
You wouldn't be super young because, well, you'd probably be in Vietnam at that point, but...
Like we knew each other from school at some point, perhaps. Or
Williams probably didn't go to the same school as Drummond.
Oh,
'cause
that's true.
Drummond is a highfalutin type. But the
True,
point
true.
is, you all sort of know one another. Bellows, he's kind of over there, kind of looking a little shifty. He's kind of pulling some coins out of his pocket and looking at them, and some he'll put into one pocket, and after he looks at them for a while, he puts it into another pocket. He kind of glances over at you two, and he'll pull out a dollar bill and say, "Anybody got change?"
Do I? I mean, like,
Make a luck roll.
another 2, and I keep forgetting my proper way to roll this. So next time I will remember that.
Oh yeah, how you spit it.
Well, I wanted to at least suspense in case someone didn't remember. But yeah, thank you.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. He doesn't swallow it.
It's been so long since this bad boy's been in my mouth.
Yeah, he's not popular. He doesn't swallow. In any case, you do not have change for $1.
No, sorry.
That's fine. After a moment, he reaches into one of the pockets and kind of just more quickly starts looking through all the coins again. It's very jingly jangly, kind of irritating, I'm sure.
I'm gonna light up a cigarette.
Perfect, and you're allowed to.
Yeah, because it's a cool time.
Yeah.
For cool guys like us.
In any event, as the sort of smoke lingers in these already, just smoke and has soaked into every brick, every wall, every place in this whole building. After a few moments, a door sort of opens down a hallway, and a guy comes out. Now, this is a guy who you guys have. He's hired you a few times. His name is you guys call him Ricky. But his name is actually Richard. But he likes to go by Ricky. And he is he's a big wig at this company of some extent. He's got a big mustache, kind of very long sideburns.
But it's more important you are, the bigger the fish.
The kind of, and also just like the more he's kind of long hair, kind of getting into that zone of late 60s.
Does he carry the kind of gravitas that we just naturally be inclined to listen to him, or do we listen to him because he pays us?
Probably because he pays you.
Okay.
He's a little sleazy. He will be swinging so hard in a few years if he's not, and I'm sure he probably already is to some extent. But like once it's really culturally acceptable, he cannot wait to swing. But as he kind of he's kind of walking out to you guys, and he says, "Hey, sorry everybody for waiting. Making you wait like that. We're getting a couple things together, but you all right?" He like looks at his watch and kind of shakes his head a little. You guys okay? Everybody good out here?
Yeah, you?
Yeah?
I'm just I'm great. Just things to do. Thanks for coming in so late, by the way. Come on in, boys. This way, and he'll sort of lead you back.
I drop my cigarette butt and stomp it out very coolly.
Very cool. We'll say that.
Is there anything interesting around us as we're walking?
No, this is a very this is like a really basement hallway, just gross lighting. I don't think there's anything interesting as you go to this, but once you get to the door he's leading you to, something interesting does present itself. That is that as you walk into this, you notice that there is a bank of elevators that you have never seen before, kind of just geographically here in the MacArthur building. You've gone here a few times. But you've even entered through this, but typically if you're going to the elevators, he would lead you down the hall in the other direction. You go to a corner, and that's kind of where sort of the basement elevators are. But this is a different bank altogether. You haven't seen these elevators. Okay. He'll sort of kind of bring you in and say, "All right, this way, guys, this way." And he'll hit the button. Just one single grimy button. He hits it, it lights up, and door opens. Gestures you all in. Bellows will sort of step in like, okay, he's kind of jingle in his pockets. You get into the elevator and you notice that the only numbers on this elevator are B, which is the top, and then B3 below it. None of you have ever really encountered a B3 before in this building. It's definitely not in the main elevator you take, but he hits B3, the doors close, and you kind of ride on down. I want both of you to make an intuition roll on your boy, Ricky.
Okay, I have dependable and effective.
So dependable means something slightly different now. Dependable means it's a 1 through 9 is a 10.
Okay, and then effective is a roll 12 or higher, I get an additional. Okay, right, yeah.
Yeah, you get a different additional little benefit.
IMP means
You are impressive at this. That means that if you're called, there are things you can attempt to do that other people can't. You are impressive at everything, but you're not adept at anything. That's just because, you never had to try. You're just everything goes well for you, Drummond.
okay. But so what happens then for me?
You just roll a d20, and if you want to change it, you have to spend your precious power.
Have to spend power.
Yeah.
I rolled probably the least interesting thing I could roll, which is an 11.
That is oh my god, that's hell. That's right between the goalposts for you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 16.
Okay.
Wait, so I'm confused then, because if I'm not, I don't have any facets or anything that apply, right?
You have no facets that apply. So see, for example, some people, they'd be adept at a few of their skills,
but
which
so
means they can re-roll for free.
Impressive do?
Impressive is a slightly different kind of thing. Impressive basically means that you are above average at that. Like you have, I think the way we described it in the thing. We do like to pause to make sure everyone knows how the game works, and also so you guys know. The idea with being impressive is you're considered like if you're average, it just means you're basically good. If you're impressive at something, it means you're probably like one of the better people, in the city or the state at this.
Right, but it doesn't give me any advantage. So what is the point of marking me as impressive? That's what I'm trying to understand. Like it doesn't give me a
means so. Example, in practice, it just means you did an impressive job here. But like for example, if you were trying to intuition's what you get it on all your talents. For that, it's by the thing. But for example, let's say you were trying to do an exertion to pick something up. A person who's impressive can attempt to pick something up that somebody who's average can't even try. Like if you're average, you're not going to be able to lift that much, but an impressive person might. And then the one above that is elite, and they can go even higher. They're kind of world class.
So there might be, I don't know, if there's a truck. I'm not saying that's the thing, but someone who's marked average, if they said they want to try and lift it, you would just say no.
An impressive person can at least give it a shot.
Attempt it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It basically means it's more about the.
So it's going to come up in gameplay when things happen and I want to do stuff, but it doesn't.
If you ask, and it also can be a tiebreaker for certain kinds of for initiative, for example, because initiative is determined by different things. It can be a tiebreaker also in other if you and somebody roll the same exact thing but you're impressive, the tie would go to you, that sort of thing. But yes. That's the unforeseen system, which you've seen before on this channel, but a year ago.
Okay, I rolled a 16.
You got a 16, and Dan got an incredibly boring 11.
Yeah.
So, I think that, Drummond, you have a much clearer sense that Ricky is incredibly nervous and anxious right now. Actually, with a 16, I think you might even say he's scared.
Bead of sweat rolling down.
A little bit. Whereas Williams, you more have a sense that he is. You just kind of get the idea that he's anxious and he's not happy, but you maybe don't have it. You don't get just how much it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seem a bit nervous there.
Oh, no. Just a long night, I'm ready to get out of here. Get some. I've already been drinking, obviously, but get a little more going on, right, fellas? Right, boys? Don't worry. This is gonna be might be a long night for you, but just once I get this in your hands, the elevator stops and he pauses and goes, "I can trust you guys, right?"
Yeah, of course. You know us.
Yeah, if the money's good.
Money's not Money's not a problem. Money's not a problem. Yeah, I can trust you guys. All right, come on in. So the doors open, and unlike upstairs, this is not a utilitarian hallway. This is a very nice hallway with shag carpet, wall sconces giving sort of soft, tranquil light.
So he is swinging.
What's that?
So he is swinging.
To an extent. Probably not the way he'd like to. Man, I gotta get a more 70s kind of playlist going, because the song that's playing is fine, but it's just not the vibe at all.
Not the vibe.
No, that's okay. So as he sort of leads you guys down this hallway, you see there's a set of heavy doors, beautiful, polished wood, gold-plated handles and hardware. Once you sort of get to the end of the hallway, you see there's there's actually a hallway going down either side. Same nice carpet, same wall sconces, same vibe. There's also, you do notice there are some paintings on the wall down here. They look old and expensive, and they even have the little light, little light on a stick that's kind of like on the top of the frame.
Yeah.
Bright.
Museum lighting.
Yeah. The museum lighting, exactly. And just some various paintings. You're not really paying much attention to that. You can hear the jingle, 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 jingle of bellows as his sort of pockets are jingling. But you guys reach this sort of big set of doors to the side. If you do a quick glance, I guess, Sebastian, you are impressive in sight, right? Yeah, because you're impressive in everything. So, and I don't think you don't have sight, do you, Williams? You don't have any facets in sight under your sense. Yeah. So basically, Sebastian, you might kind of just instinctively glance down both hallways and see that there's a couple other doors, and one of them kind of curves off some way. So it seems like there's some other stuff down here in B3, but the main focus is this sort of set of double doors, which Ricky knocks on 3 times, and then kind of very quietly sort of listens. And eventually a voice says, "Okay." And he opens the door and opens. What you see before you is a boardroom. There is a sort of single light, almost like a chandelier that's sort of hanging down over the table, but it's very, very focused, kind of almost like a stage light or something. So it's really just shining down on the middle of the table, to the point that if you look kind of at the either end, you see that whoever's at the back of the table, at the far edges, you can't even see them. They're in total darkness. You can tell they're there, sort of, and actually for on both ends of the table, you see the odd cigarette ember, burning. The 3 of you are sort of Ricky gestures you to have a seat in 3 chairs in the middle of the table, right in the light. Across from you sits an old man. You know him as Mr. Jenkins. He seems to run some of the buildings that you guys are the businesses that happen that you guys have helped him with before. He is a legitimate businessman who sometimes asks people to do some less than legitimate things.
Of course.
He's probably 60. He's bald. He probably has even by now gotten some sideburns going as well, but he's a little more kind of old-fashioned, and he's wearing a more sort of traditional suit, not with the giant lapels that were starting to be very popular in this time. Sitting next to him is a woman who is very intense. She's probably 25 or 30. Dark hair. She's wearing a floral sort of top. And she just is kind of staring at you, and both of you have a sensation as she looks at you she is sizing you up in every possible way. She is looking at you to see, is there anything worthwhile about you? Are you a man worth my attention, sexually, economically, conversationally? Are you worth it for me to ask you to hand me the ketchup from your table? She is sizing you up in a very aggressive way.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Is she attractive?
Yes. Very, very attractive. Her eyes. She's got the eyes. It's weird how important the eyes can be sometimes, but you know.
Not weird. And what do you mean sometimes? All the time.
Well,
All the time.
Because I mean, you don't. It's like it's not one of the parts you like to squeeze usually, but anyway, the point is.
Yeah, but it's one of the parts you like to lick, right?
No, Dan, it's not. And I'm worried that you've said that. Dan, it's really good to have you back, buddy. So, in any event,
I
this
like that she's sizing us up. Women's lib has gone too far.
yeah. No. Do you say that, Sebastian? You could probably get away with it. You are a rich guy.
I say it aside to Williams.
I just shrug.
Upon you saying that, she kind of, like upon you sort of saying that quietly, her eyes like go back to you, Sebastian. And there's this kind of like, I don't know, it's weird. You especially, Sebastian, you know, everything goes your way. It's weird for you to feel like someone might be judging you. So yes, this is definitely something is wrong with this woman. That she could possibly not be like, oh well, this guy's at least great. You know, she should have given you the seal of approval.
Impressed. How is she not impressed? She's a woman.
Do you, Sebastian? Do you kind of try to swagger a little more at that point? Or are you going to try to like be a little cooler as you sit down?
Gosh, I think
you do have an impressive ability to be like cool, you know, like you are impressively charismatic. So if you'd like to, I think this would actually be a manipulation
I might
roll.
sit down on the chair in kind of a impressively
swaggery
way.
Please roll a manipulation. Let's see if you can kind of do this in the way.
Fun fact: Drummond invented the Riker maneuver.
Oh, there you go. In 11, you don't do bad. Certainly, you're someone. But you sort of sit down, and she kind of, her eyes then go over to Bellows for a moment as she hears all the coins jingling, and seems a little odd. But she kind of looks at all of you a little. Jenkins and then Ricky. At this point, Ricky lights a cigarette and steps into the dark, and you sort of can follow that he has sat at like in the darkness. If you look at him, like you can even tell it's him, you know, he's close enough, but there are certainly some figures kind of further back. And Mr. Jenkins says, gentlemen, thank you all for coming in so late. I know you probably have places to be, and I know this was somewhat short notice, but we have something that needs to leave here at midnight. And well, gentlemen, the hour's drawing fast, and we have a little delivery for you boys to make. This is gonna be a bit of a long one for you boys. You gotta take something a fair distance, and you'll have money. You'll have a sort of, shall we say, you'll have money to spend on this project. Do you understand that we're just gonna give you some cash? We're not gonna be booking anything for you, figuring stuff out for you. That's kind of what we want. You guys operating independently. Do you gentlemen understand?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Great. So he kind of looks at the woman, and she just looks back. You notice, actually, both of you intuition roll on the woman. Let's do that.
This is not look at me. This is not look at when I'm trying to figure out which dial.
Motherfucker.
Uh-oh. Did Liv roll a 13?
Indeed, she did.
Well, I rolled a 2, so I can spend a power to re-roll that, right?
You absolutely can. And Liv, you can spend a power to re-roll it. Maybe you'll get better than a 13. It won't
No,
be a 13.
I'm not gonna.
Okay. So Liv, in that case, could you grab your sweet little D13 and roll that for me? And now would be a very fun time for a 13.
Please, no. 9.
But in any case, I do get to do this.
Yep, I rolled a 9.
All right. A 9. Great. What did you roll there, Dan?
I mean, I spent a power to re-roll, and it went from a 2 to a 1. But it doesn't matter because I have dependable, so
it's a 10. Okay. Then in that case, both of you have a sense that this woman is kind of judging Mr. Jenkins as well, and that
Yeah.
he knows it. But you don't really know the dynamic. You're not sure if she works for him. You're not sure. You just get the sense that he also feels a little exposed here.
I just lean forward and say, we just need the 3 W's.
Three W's. She turns and she stares right at you. Williams, her eyes are like boring into you.
The what, the where, the when.
She looks back at Mr. Jenkins. He goes, right. Okay. Yeah. The when is at midnight. You have to leave here at midnight. Leave the building. The where, you'll be transporting, what you're transporting, to, well, do they... You might be going to Cincinnati. You might be going further than that, all the way to Los Angeles. But Cincinnati might be far enough. But you gentlemen might have a further trip ahead of you, if you understand.
What city are we in?
Sorry, you're in New York. Oh yeah,
Okay.
by the way, you're in New York.
It's a big difference between Cincinnati and California.
Yes, well, like I said, we'll have to see how things go up to that point. The what? He kind of like looks behind him. Can both of you make a sight roll for me?
Indeed, we shall.
Jesus Christ, another 1.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Did you roll another 13? Hey,
Yes.
great. All right. Can
Yeah,
you roll a d13?
I'm getting cucked by my dice tonight.
I know.
Dan, everyone's beating you with the 13s.
I know, it's bad news.
12.
That's disappointing. We're like 2 away. We're just 2 13s away from a 13 on the clock, which means a
I
big
don't know
thing,
what that
I guess.
does in this game.
No, it
I'm
doesn't.
not happy.
I'll tell you what, it's not a Dreadstorm. All right. So, with a 13, Sebastian, with a 1 Sterling behind Jenkins, it is pure darkness. You can see nothing. With a 13, Mr. Drummond, you think that there is someone sitting back there against a wall. You think there is a figure sitting back there. You can make out somebody, kind of like.
Would we normally be asking him about like who the clients are? Because clearly there's no.
And usually you're just doing stuff, like you're usually like deliver this, make these charges go away, help this guy clean up XYZ. It's kind of that sort of stuff.
Sure.
Deliver some things, rough up this guy, etc., etc.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
But there seems to be someone behind him, and that is interesting. But you can't really see. You can tell there's a figure back there.
Mm.
He sort of looks back and looks very exasperated. The what is a box. He kind of turns to the woman. A box, and she'll say, a body. A coffin.
Standard size?
Yes.
So it's a box.
Yes.
All right.
He says, so you understand you'll have to make the arrangements. You can travel however you want. You just you're supposed to set out at midnight, and whenever you stop, you're not supposed to set out until the next midnight. Do you understand? That part's very important.
We can only start at midnight, and when we stop, we can't. What if we drive? What if?
Yeah, what if we just drive through to the next day?
Well, then you didn't stop. But the point is, anytime you sort of he looks very confused. The woman sort of says, whenever you stop to rest, whenever your journey comes to a stopping point, you must remain there until the next midnight.
It's fine, stop. Like if we pull over to take a leak, is that stopping?
No. But if you pull over at a motel and rest, this would be stopping. Breaking for a meal is not stopping. A day's travel is the point.
Okay. Is there someone meeting us to take the box, or are we...
Someone meeting you.
Well, I mean, we're taking the box to Cincinnati, we're taking the box to California.
You'll take the box to Cincinnati, and based on the situation there, you'll receive further instructions.
All right.
You might need to take it all the way to Los Angeles, depending on some other factors. You understand?
Sure. We're taking the box to one city and then maybe to another.
She kind of sits back like, I hope they understand.
We got an 11-hour drive. That's not that bad.
That's the spirit. If you are going to drive it.
Well, what else would we
What if we're on a train and the train stops? That's not our fault.
Mr. Jenkins looks back again. She puts a hand on his arm. She hasn't looked back at all, and he kind of turns and looks back to you guys. And she'll say, try to get a sense of it, that's all. But if you'd like to drive, you're welcome to, of course.
Sure, I guess. I mean, what do you think? Boys, the road trip?
Bellows goes, I mean, I guess so, yeah. It's, I don't know how to drive.
I know how to drive.
Oh.
Bellows, are you serious?
What do I have to drive for?
When the situation calls for it, you need the ski wired.
Yeah. Even so, I mean, you know, why don't we, you don't want to take like a train or a plane or something?
Plane, okay.
Well, I don't know that we want to take a box like that on a plane.
Okay, LBJ, we're taking a plane.
What? Yeah, I mean, I guess, I don't know, I mean, it's one thing to drive to Cincinnati, but to LA? You don't think we might want to fly?
Well, we could drive to Cincinnati and then take a train. Again, it's a coffin, so I'm not sure exactly how we're explaining that when checking luggage. I don't think a plane's really in the cards here.
The only departed family member.
Aren't there laws about handling dead bodies?
I was told you were people who can come up with the right paperwork if you need to.
Yeah.
They'll
kind of money to spend.
They'll handle it. The point is you need to do it you need to do this in good time, but
if we've got that kind of money, then we can fly. That's fine.
It's I'm not even saying fly. I actually think you probably shouldn't fly. I'm just saying, you know, don't just get on with it and don't waste time. If you think you can fly, if you think it makes sense, see how things go as you start. That's all.
Do I know a guy where I can get like some kind of like truck or van from?
Make a luck roll. I think you certainly do, but let's see. This will be more about like how quickly you can make it. There he goes.
It went out of the hand.
Damn.
Fuck, that's a 4.
A 4. You know people, but like you don't think there's any way you can get a truck before midnight. Sebastian, why don't you try it? Why don't you try a luck roll?
Sure. What about 15?
Well, it's a D13 for the luck.
Oh, right. Sorry. 4.
4. Yeah, you also don't have anybody for that. I will leave this up to Bellows then. He'll give you a luck roll, but this is not the first night, so my 13s won't count. I rolled an 8, which is a little better. So Bellows says, I think I know somebody who's got a truck, but I mean, I don't know. It's after 11. I don't know if we can get him here that fast. The woman will say, well, as it happens, I believe there is a vehicle, correct? I don't think it's going to be totally to your liking, but it's very appropriate for the task. And Ricky sort of stands up and walks kind of half in the light, half out. Says, "Yeah, we can. We have a hearse, kind of in the garage. You can just use that.
Right.
Doesn't handle great, but it's probably going to take you a little longer than 11 hours, to get to Cincinnati. But you're welcome to that if you don't think you can. I know it is late, guys. I know that this is very late, so I get it.
Well, Philip, I will say cursory Google searches reveal that Interstate 80 was constructed in 1956 and Interstate 71 was constructed in 1966. So both of those are viable route options.
Oh, we're in the interstate era, baby. It's post
Well,
Eisenhower.
But 76 was not yet constructed.
We are historically accurate on this show.
Oh, we try to be, for sure. Yeah, you can take freeways. It's not that. It's more that this is not gonna, you're not sure how, you're not sure if this thing's gonna be, gonna be able to get, once you're over 40 in this hearse, it feels a little crazy. That's the point.
We pass a used car dealership in the way. We can swap it out.
Yeah,
that's true.
Find something better.
Very well. All right. Well, then please. There'll be there's a hearse. He reaches in a pocket and kind of. Somebody have those keys. Somebody's got the keys. You hear a jangling of keys from the darkness behind Mr. Jenkins. And you see Ricky freeze. He looks terrified in the dim light. He slowly turns and looks into the darkness. Jenkins goes, get the keys. He really doesn't seem to want to.
What's the deal? Like, can we tell what the deal is there?
Make an intuition roll. How does this feel? What does this situation feel like?
I'd say 17, and I do have effective.
Okay. Read
I got
what
a 5.
You have a 5. Okay, so you're Sebastian. At this point, you're kind of like you're just distracted. You're doing some, I don't know, playing some math of how long it's going to take.
Yeah.
But Mr. Williams, my friend, what is the effective effect of a thing?
You roll a 12 or higher for this talent, you gain an additional talent-specific benefit, whether you succeed or fail on the roll.
Oh, but it doesn't say. It should say it on the if you in the text next to it, it should say the effectives I put in the specific.
You have a likely sense of whether or not you should be worried, even if you can't figure out the precise nature of what you were missing.
Understood. Perfect. Okay, so you know that something is you're actually getting a bad vibe, and you know that Ricky, old Ricky boy, is terrified. He does not want to step into the dark back there, where he hears the jingling of the keys. Whether or not he's rightfully terrified, or he's being silly, but you're scared too, because when somebody acts scared, you're kind of like, okay, is there danger?
Yeah.
But based on the way everyone, including everyone but the woman, seems terrified right now.
How does the woman seem? Like, just normal, or?
Because you got a 17 on this, I'll say that like Jenkins is like you can feel like the language of the people smoking in the dark. They all seem upset, but the woman seems more to just be taking the measure of Ricky, the measure of all these people, and finding everybody pretty wanting. She's not impressed.
Interesting. Okay.
But Ricky pauses for a moment, and I don't know.
Did I hear the keys? Can Drummond just put his hand up, expecting the keys to be tossed to him?
Sure.
Since I'm apparently I'm
Drummond,
yes.
you kind of look into the darkness where you saw a figure.
Sure.
Where you can kind of see if yes, as a matter of fact, you Drummond, you sort of look to the figure and you're kind of making not eye contact, you can't see him, but you sort of like you're kind of like waving, like that.
Right.
And yes, a set of keys goes flying out of the dark, and you're able to grab it, no problem. Okay. When that happens, Sebastian, like Ricky, like turns, Jenkins turns with eyes like staring at you, shocked, and the woman turns and looks impressed.
Ah.
Yeah.
Finally. There we go. That's the look I'm used to seeing on a woman's face. I will say that out loud.
Okay, you say that? Perfect.
Yeah.
She is instantly, everything that's impressive about it is gone. But Jenkins kind of goes, you can see it. All right, well, in that case, and he goes, oh God, the time. We're, so is this, it's agreed, and, he sort of like gestures, and from the darkness, some other just dude kind of, slides you guys like a suitcase full of money.
And that's what I like to see from
Yeah.
the lads. All right, cool. Off we go.
All right, so they'll say okay, and Jenkins sort of stands up and like skirts around the darkness of the table, as do all these other figures. Everybody walks out. The woman, she stands as well. Ricky says, "So they're going," and she says, "Yes, I think it's in their hands now." And the doors open, and these men rush down the hallway to the elevator. The woman stands for another moment and says, "Well, yes, it's about that time, I think. A word of warning.
Sure.
Stick to the job. Everything should go fine. Don't dilly-dally. And remember, always set out at midnight."
Yeah. We got it.
Yeah.
Good. You do you have good hearing, Williams? Do you have any things in hearing?
No.
No, okay.
Nothing. The only thing I have, only the sense ones I have is intuition.
Intuition. Okay, gotcha. Oh, wait, let me look at our friend. It's possible one of you could have been Bellows, that's what I'm thinking. Bellows doesn't have hearing either. Okay. So, she sort of waits a moment and says, "All right. I think it's time. Will you excuse me for a moment?" And then she steps back into the darkness. And you hear her speaking in a language you don't really recognize, very low. Can't really make out much of it. Actually, Sebastian, you could attempt to because you have impressive hearing. So go ahead and make a hearing roll.
Attempt to hear.
Yeah.
Excellent. $19.
Ooh. You do not understand what she's saying. It is in a language you've never heard. Sounds kind of like it's not Latin,
French?
not French. No, it seems like it's not Arabic, but it's probably closer to that maybe.
Yeah.
Sounds very old, but the words are full of devotion and sadness. You also hear kind of a creaking as she's saying all of this. Like a, I don't know, like kind of like wood sort of. And then you hear a sound, very quiet. A couple of moments later, The lights come on over this whole room. It's sort of blinding. You see that it's simply a boardroom, as you'd expected. The woman is standing there at a light switch, and at the back of the room, there is a coffin on a table. Hold on, is it a coffin or a casket?
Coffin is the shape, and a casket is the rectangle.
The casket's the...
Casket's a rectangle, a coffin's the funky shape.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a casket.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then the vault is what it goes into. It's not a vault. The point is it's just a casket.
Right.
So there you go. She walks out, looks at the clock and says, "Yes, you should be ready to start in just a couple of moments." She goes down the hall. She walks out.
Is it a very simple casket or is it ornate?
If you walk over to the casket,
Or
it seems to be a tasteful, nice casket. It is not super ornate.
Okay.
But it is, high-end wood, very polished, all of that good stuff.
Sure.
It is 11:54.
We got any more pallbearers here?
It's just the three of you.
Okay. Well,
Did they say which way the car is, the hearse they have is?
It's in the garage. You would know how to. I mean, basically, you're pretty sure you'll have to take this elevator that's over there, and then you'd walk to the other elevator in the hallway you were in, and you could take that to the level with the garage, no problem.
All right. Let's get this thing going.
Okay.
Hearse. How is a hearse set up? Usually it's just two seats in the front, right?
Yeah. I mean, you guys can probably. We'll say it's a bench seat. You guys can, you should be fine.
Got it.
So yeah, what are you guys gonna do?
Well, we've got a couple minutes. I guess time for a cigarette.
For sure.
Let's get it in the car first and then a smoke break.
Sure, I guess that makes sense.
All right.
Bellows, you can ride in the back with the thing since you can't drive.
I don't want to ride in the. I don't like coffins. It freaks me out.
Casket.
Gasket.
What's the difference?
The shape.
Oh, and that's a casket?
Yeah.
Okay, it creeped me out. That was really creepy, by the way, right?
Hey, fellas,
Yeah.
don't ask questions. Just do the job.
Okay. Yeah. So we should pick this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
He'll grab a side of it.
Yeah.
You guys grab the other sides.
Yep.
Okay.
How it's not even.
We want two at the back of one, two opposite each other at the back of one long side, third person on the far short side.
Sounds good.
All
All
right.
right. Well, go ahead and actually, you guys don't even need to make a roll to pick that. The three of you on it, you can probably just do that for a bit here.
Does it feel like heavier than it should or lighter than it should?
It feels about what you'd expect it to feel. It feels heavy, but you guys are some bruisers, and you're impressive anyway, Drummond.
All right.
So yeah, you all pick it up, and you start walking.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Maneuvering it in this room is a little tricky, but not impossible by any means. You eventually make it to the doors. Who is on the short side in front? Like who's carrying it at the front?
I mean, if Drummond's a big, strong boy, why not him?
So Drummond's kind of got the one side by himself. So Drummond, you do kind of have to like awkwardly, push the door open while trying to hold it.
Sure.
Give me an exertion roll for that. Actually, let's do an exertion. That sounds good.
Okay. Bring her up. 4.
4. Drummond kind of like shifts a little, and you kind of like the whole like it's Williams and Bellows. It's like heavy, but you actually do you don't like drop it, but you do kind of like wind up like like kneeling down and just kind of like setting it down, and then you open the doors, and it's like tilted, which is not ideal. You sort of pick it up, and then you guys start.
We hear the
walking
body
along.
go. Chunk.
You do hear it shifting around inside.
Okay. Oh. Good thing whoever's in here is already dead.
At this point, as you guys start moving, you glance at your watch, and it is now exactly midnight.
Well, all right then. I guess let's hit the road.
Yeah. I'll drive.
Sure, you can take first shift. It's fine by me.
I'm gonna say 1, 2. You get into the elevator, ride it up. At this point, it's beginning to get heavy on everyone. You now have to carry it through the basement to the other elevator. I assume you guys are probably setting it down while in the elevator.
Yeah.
Just to-
I'll
yeah,
rest
you're not-
it.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
So as you're sort of doing this, it's gonna be a little fun here. Go ahead and give me another exertion roll, everyone. So
Righty.
you try to like lift it again and carry it again.
18 this time.
I'm gonna spend a power to re-roll that.
I like it. Okay.
I'll leave it alone.
Guess I should roll for Drummond or for Bellows.
Yeah.
Oh, Bellows is dependable at exertion, by the way. So
Nice.
you can't do worse than a 10. He gets a 10 in this case. Yeah. Williams.
16 for me.
Yes, this time you guys kind of like, it's probably one of those things where like you set it down and everybody kind of cracks their knuckles, and this time you get a much better grip on it,
Yeah.
You're able to sort of all lift the legs, 1, 2, 3, and you're able to carry it down the hallway, no problem, into the next elevator, get another reprieve. So we're going to do one last, I think we'll still do exertion, not endurance for this, because this is going to be a little bit about like having to maneuver it to the hearse. Now, fortunately, hearses are built that you can easily slide a casket or coffin into the back of them, I think they even have like rollers on them, right?
Yeah.
I think there are rollers on the bottom of the long
yes,
back of
yeah.
the hearse, so it kind of, yeah. So there we go.
Nat 20, baby.
Hey, there you go. Well, you get a power back. Or
Yeah,
2.
power back.
Hey, there you go.
Rolled a
Sebastian,
14.
14. Good for you as well. Let's see how Bellows does at this last one. Bellows has a 16 as well. So at this point, kind of like the end in sight, feeling that everything is okay. You guys get over there, Sebastian, no problem. You open the back of the hearse. The keys are there. It's not even locked. As you open it, the scent of marijuana is overpowering.
Oof.
Rolling out of the hearse.
Is there anyone inside smoking the marijuana?
No one is smoking it right now, but you do have the sense that someone is inside. And in fact, somebody does sit up kind of like over the front seat. Being like, kind of like, what the, and it's kind of dark in here now. So I don't know. What do you guys say? What do you do?
Is it do we know someone who would regularly be doing this, or are we
No,
not
you didn't. They don't usually have a hearse here.
Out.
What?
Out.
out?
Oh man, what? Hold on a second. Oh, you already got it back already? Oh wow, that's crazy, man. Oh whoa. So are you guys? This is a person who was in like the cab up front. They're not back in the back. You guys go ahead and put the casket in.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah, we'll slide it in.
load it in.
You push it in. The front door is opening, and a woman is sort of stepping out. She's just kind of like rubbing her eyes. She looks very out of it. As you sort of glance at her, you see that she is identical to the woman you saw upstairs. But she's wearing very different clothing. And her hair is kind of in sort of like, she's got some beads in her hair. Very sort of hippie vibes.
Who are you?
What?
Weren't you just upstairs?
Oh, was I? Whoa, I hope not.
Do you have a
man.
sister?
I mean, everyone's my sister, man. Everyone's my brother.
Yeah, alright. Get going.
Oh, why? This is such a sweet, kind of like sweet, far out place to hang out.
Yeah, well, we're taking this car. And
What?
we're taking the vehicle.
Oh, no, man. I love this car. I love the way it feels to like lay down in the back. I love the way it feels
We'll
to
bring
sit
it
in
back
the front. Well, what am I supposed to go?
inside, somewhere else.
Yeah.
We got a job to do.
Oh, man. Oh, whoa, it's already back in there, isn't it? Whoa.
What do you know about that? No, don't answer that. What are you
Just-
doing?
What am I doing? Don't answer what, man?
What are you doing here?
I was just, I don't know. It's kind of late and it was just a nice place to sort of sit and...
Alright, miss. Well, we've got work to do, and you are not part of this. This is not a his and hers. Hit the road, please.
Oh, man. All right, man. I mean, I can come with you if you want me to, guys. I'm fun on a trip, believe me.
Why do you think we're going on a trip?
Why do you think I'm going on a trip?
You just said you're fun on a trip. Why do you think we're going on a trip?
So I'm fun on one. Let's go.
I'd really rather not.
All right, man. All right, just let me get my stuff. Hold on. And she starts like grabbing a couple of bags out of it and says, "This is really not cool, you guys. This is really harsh. It's really better if I could be around, you know." All right. And then she kind of like starts hugging the car. Like just like, I'm gonna miss you. Thanks for letting me inside of you. Thanks for holding me.
What's your deal?
What?
What's your deal?
I don't deal. That's someone else's job, man.
Oh my god.
Then she like looks at the casket in the back and goes, far out, far out. All right, you guys, man. I hope you guys wind up better. Your auras are not pleasant right now. She kind of has like she's got these like carpet bags, you know. She's like just starts just wandering elsewhere in the garage. You actually notice that she kind of goes a couple aisles over and she just starts pulling on car door handles. Eventually, she finds one that's open and she climbs in.
All right, we gotta get going.
Yeah.
Smoke on the
A
road.
lot like that broad from upstairs, though, didn't she?
Yeah. It's uncanny, and I don't want to know more.
You're no fun, but alright.
I'm no fun, but I get the job done and I get paid, so
Yeah, alright, Williams. Alright,
let's go.
All right. Bellows is just staring after that, like... That's weird, guys. I gotta tell you, that was pretty weird.
Have we ever been involved in like shit that like kind of feels weird or surreal like this?
Not remotely.
not remotely.
Okay. Listen, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that you don't ask fucking questions, all right?
Okay, I mean, I feel like you do hear now from like inside that car. She's like, you know, like you can hear a voice singing from inside the car.
Oh no, see that would be really annoying to have on the road.
Yeah. Let's go. Come on.
Well, you have roll down the windows. We gotta.
Yeah. It's gonna be rank in here.
All right. So you're gonna take the first drive, Sterling?
Yeah.
Mr. Williams.
Mhm.
Go ahead and give me a fine motor skills as you put the key in the ignition. Well, you're adept at that.
I am
Congratulations.
adept, so I get to roll.
You just
twice.
get one free reroll.
Yes. 19.
This is a situation of you're kind of like, you're honestly looking at the car, the condition it's in. You guys have manually rolled down the windows. You put the key in the ignition, and you can already feel like you're like, there's some fucking trick to, like, this is a terrible ignition. This is like hanging on by a thread. So you just are like, just be real gentle, real whatever, and you just kind of do it by touch, and you do manage to get the car started.
Good.
You clit the hell out of it. So it kind of, it's like it sort of chokes a little bit as it turns over.
Yeah.
The engine turns over, and it started. Are you making Bello sit in the back with the casket, or is he up front with you guys?
If he
How
can-
cramped is it if he's up front?
It's not too cramped. It's it's a wide enough vehicle. You're all together, but
Fine.
okay. Sit there for now. All right. Great. By now it's about, it's a little well after, it's like 12:15 or so.
Yeah.
But
Fucking
uh-oh.
bully him. He's just an NPC.
Oh, sure. Well, yeah, you can do that. That's interesting. Well, in any event, as you're he's an NPC for now.
Uh-oh.
As you guys are sort of, getting into the car, Williams, you do notice that the woman from the other car, she's like pressed up against the window of the car she got into, watching it go away. And you see her lips moving as she's singing to herself.
Can we tell her?
Can we tell what song she's singing?
Do a sight roll for your lip reading.
Alright.
This actually will be a 2-part roll. First, do a sight roll.
Okay. It was an 8.
5.
Do you want to spend power to try it again?
Yeah. I'll
Either of you?
Sure, I will.
Okay.
Alright, hold on, let me. Takes me down to 12.
10.
11. Not much better.
You can't tell what
Alright.
she's singing. She's people who were checking out the Instagram post today might recognize it's like she's singing a Doors song
Ah.
at this point.
But I can't tell.
It's also dark, and there's reflections. So in any
Yeah.
case, you guys start driving. Once you get to the edge of the sort of parking garage and you're about to turn out, the radio turns on. That actually is the exact song that starts playing. I don't know if for copyright reasons, if I'm supposed to sing that stuff, but it's like,
Yeah.
No one remembers your name when you're strange. When you're strange. Which is weird, Sterling. I don't know. The radio just turned on its own.
It's a messy car. Things might
Loose wires?
yeah, something like that.
Oof.
Okay.
Can I try to change the station?
Sure.
Okay.
Easily done.
Oh,
What
okay.
do you want to put on instead?
I was just gonna futz around and see if there was anything better.
Better than the Doors live? Wow. Better than Morrison in his prime?
This is Drummond talking, not
What
Liv.
does Drummond like to listen to? Oh my god, say Perry Como, say Perry Como, say Perry Como.
Sure, Perry Como.
Oh my god, how could he like Perry Como? Alright. Drummond spins the die looking for some Perry Como.
Oh,
Make a luck roll.
Alright. 5.
You don't find any Mr. Como.
Alright.
Sadly not
Switch on back over to the doors then, I guess.
understood. Or you can just switch it off if you're you know. But with that, yeah, you guys pull out. Now, do you think? Actually, Williams, give me a luck roll. Let's see if there's a. Put it in your mouth. Let's see if there's. There he is. That's the business.
Jesus Christ, damn.
Clip that, everyone, and
9.
clip it. 9. 9's pretty good. As it happens, you kind of fumble around it, and there is like a, it's not going to be super detailed, so you have to figure out how to get X, Y, wherever. But you do, in fact, find a sort of like road atlas
right.
in the thing. So yeah, you think you can make it to Cincinnati? You don't have a ton of gas, so you'll have to stop before too long, and this thing probably doesn't get great mileage, so you'll probably have to stop a few times. But you do think that if you sort of you would hope that you'll be able to make it there without like stopping.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Drummond, count it up, and I'll figure out how much cash is in that suitcase they gave us.
Oh, that's great. Drummond, give me an analyze.
Sure. 10.
It's you kind of look through it and you're like doing some, like back of the envelope math. It's definitely a few grand.
All right.
To split between you all, which at that point is, it's probably not quite, well, it's maybe like around 10 grand.
But is this also the money that we have to spend to get us there? So whatever is being spent gets taken out of it.
That's the idea. Correct.
All right. Yeah, it's a few grand piece.
Your boy Bellows goes, ooh, that's a lot of coins.
Yeah, Bellows, I think since you're not driving, we should maybe not divvy it up exactly fair.
Whatever we do, we're not doing it until we get there.
Meh.
We'll divvy it up fair. Why don't I count that? You don't even know how to count. He'll start actually. I forgot that he's extremely high at analysis. He's both yeah. Anyway, so he starts counting. So yeah, you guys drive.
Yeah.
After about an hour, you've made it out of the city. It's late at night. Both you give me an endurance roll. You're not gonna be like falling asleep, but let's just sort of see how kind of, how awake
How
everyone
tired
feels.
we are?
Yeah.
17.
17, yeah. Drummond, you're alert, awake. You could go all night, no problem. Mr. Williams, how are you?
Yeah.
Putting in power.
Okay.
That's a 13, baby.
Hey!
Finally on the board,
Dan,
man.
now roll that D13 with your mouth.
Swear to God.
Oh, you didn't use your mouth.
I can't always use my mouth, otherwise that takes the charm out of it.
You know what?
Selfish.
Dan, that's a really good point. It's most people, and I hope somebody clipped that it's important not to always use your mouth because you don't want your dice getting spoiled. Would say Sebastian Drummond.
Yep. Sebastian. Well, I guess he'd use his mouth sometimes.
No, in 68 he would not. He'd think you're supposed to in the early 70s for a while, and then he'd be over it pretty quick. By the 80s, he'd back to be being, yeah. So, God, the baby boomers, they just got to do everything, didn't they?
Yeah.
So, it's about an hour into driving. car makes its way down the road. I think you're probably almost to the interstate highway in question. You are going a little fast. You can tell once you're starting to get like up over 40, starting to get to 50, it kind of starts shaking a little more. But you are on the interstate at this point, so you can't just drive, 20 miles an hour.
Right.
But you sort of take there's like a little jostling moment, and you guys hear a loud thunk in the back as the casket thunks.
Yeah, maybe we should have tied it down.
And from within, you guys seem to hear a sound. You have a sense that the casket just went.
It's a little odd.
And it's a frightening thing. Williams, you're actually at the controls. Why don't you give me a self-control roll?
I am adept at that.
It's a good thing.
I will use a power to reroll one of those.
Sounds good.
16.
You are confident with a 16 that it's just like the wood settling.
Yeah.
It's just like a bounce. Meanwhile, Bellows on the other hand is like, what the? Oh, actually, I should roll a self-control for him. He actually rolls very high as well, so he kind of goes, whew. He goes, well, that sounded creepy. Yeah, oh man, that's some old wood, right? Jeez.
Yeah. Get down there and strap it back so it won't do that again.
Yeah, all right.
Hey, you know about old wood, don't you, Bellows?
I know about old wood. What do you mean? I'm happy with. I'll go with whatever you want, but what does that even mean? I know about old wood. I know about old man dick. What are you saying?
Yeah.
I know old man dick. Why do I know old man dick? Why? What are you talking about, man?
Hey, come on, just go check on the casket.
Jeez. All right. Are you gonna pull over, or are you just gonna climb back while you're driving?
Just climb back.
Oh, brother. All right. Well, hey.
We don't have seatbelts. What is this?
He kind of looks at you, Drummond, and goes, "This is why we all get an equal share, by the way, because we're all putting in the work." You old man dick. And he kind of just turns back and. All right, he'll climb back there. We'll do a little roll for old Drummondy. Or for Bellows, that is. Oh, actually, Bellows is pretty good at this. Ooh. Yeah, Bellows is able to climb over the barrier, kind of whatever. Drummond, give me an insight roll.
Alrighty.
Or an intuition roll, that is.
14.
14. His foot hits you in the head, not hard or anything. He wasn't trying to hit you in the head, but he was definitely just being like, my feet will just be in the general direction of that asshole's head, kind of a thing.
What? Everything I say is charming.
He goes back and he starts strapping the casket down. He finds some sort of straps on the side, and as you're driving, and kind of it does bump a couple times. No more weird sounds. But he will say, "You want to maybe go like a little more careful there." Jeez.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I mean, this thing's he kind of, but it seems like the casket has been strapped down.
Good. Let's keep going then.
Very good. Drummond. So your shotgun.
Sure. Yeah.
And I guess Bellows, he now climbs back over. to ride what I think according to old movies of the time, I think that position, the middle seat, is riding bitch, which is really which is
the
a
bitch seat.
real classy way to put it.
That's the bitch seat.
But he'll kind of climb back over. But as he does so, his knee. Well, no, I'll actually roll to see. Perfect. Yes, his knee jostles like the glove box, Drummond.
Okay.
And it sort of falls open. Now Williams already had reached in there, and he found the road atlas pretty quick on. But the box opens up, and inside you see a very fancy box, one that you did not notice before.
How big is it? Like a ring box?
More like a jewelry box.
Okay.
Sort of a jewelry box. A very nice, like a lot of gold inlays. Very feminine, color scheme to it and decor. It does appear to have like a lock on it.
Okay. So I try to open it and it's locked.
If you pull it out, it actually is not locked.
Oh.
Yeah. It has a lock, but it has been unlocked, and it's kind
Locked.
of. Yeah.
So I'll pop it open.
Okay. Inside is a bag of marijuana. That's 60 stuff too, so it's like compared to today, it's like you wouldn't even feel it. But for them, they're like, "Oh man, this is crazy."
Whatever, dude.
Oh, real sticky, sticky icky, man.
Sticky icky.
There's some marijuana. There is a photograph of a little girl who very much looks like the woman from upstairs and who was in the car when she was younger, probably more like 10 or 11.
Okay.
She is sitting next to a very sort of thin looking man. She's kind of like sitting, she's not like on his lap, but she's like leaning in next to him. He seems very sort of thin, and his hands are like very sort of like long and thin, probably very old, but his face has been completely scratched out of the picture. Below those articles, in little sort of like in the little compartments and setting, is a considerable amount of what looks like very valuable jewelry. Diamond rings, diamond earrings, very, very high-end expensive stuff. You also see what looks like it might be like a Freemason's ring, or some kind of like very like that's like in there as well, with a lot of gems on it.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Do the guys notice that I've opened this box and see it?
I think because you just kind of pulled it out and did it and didn't say you were being sort of sneaky about it, I'm gonna say that at least Bellows notices it, and he'll kind of give a little whistle of a. I can't whistle very well. Yeah, there we go. But as he's like, whoa, what the hell? Williams, you, I think, then take some notice of all of that.
What do you got there?
It looks like a box that are, they call them tokers back then?
I think maybe, I don't know if, yeah, probably they would, you could say toker, that's fine.
Yeah, that our little Miss Toker may have left behind. It's, there's a lot of money in this box. In jewelry. And like this weird photo with, I think, her as a kid and an old guy with his face scratched out. It's a little strange. Maybe some estranged inheritance kind of a deal. She really looked like the woman from upstairs,
He really did. do not want to know more.
Um,
I think we should put that back.
Drummond, as you sort of hold up that that photo, you kind of like look at it a little more, kind of trying to see the man. I'd like you to make a self-control roll.
Okay. 9.
Great. Leave it there. Yeah. So Drummond basically like looks at this thing and is you're kind of like this is and Williams, you just said we should just leave it alone. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, Drummond, you begin to scream. You begin to scream in terror.
Oh shit.
In absolute terror. Like, I don't know if anyone will remember this because it's a very specific thing, both from the movie but really the trailer. It's the Alice Eve scream from Star Trek Into Darkness.
Okay.
This kind of like, you know, that like,
Yeah.
like face, like you just start like screaming at this.
Face contorted, just start to scream, and not like a short scream. Like I'm just not.
You're like. Kind of that way, and you're not. I mean, you're thrashing your worries, but it's very startling. But like you're not even like fighting. You're just like, you know,
Like with a Bellows, get him to stop. Get him to knock it off.
okay. Bellows is going to try to kind of like calm you down. Drummond just kind of put some hands on you. So Drummond, I will say you can make your choice of the following 3 responses to him sort of doing this. You can either try to block him. You really can't dodge him at this point because it's too close quarters. You can either try to like block him, or you can kind of like fight him off where you're sort of striking back.
So block him, strike back, or those are the only 2 options. Why did I think this was a third?
I said 3, but now I'm like, there's nowhere to dodge.
Yeah. Okay.
You got nowhere to run to. Nowhere to dodge.
I'll probably just try to shove him back off.
Okay, so you will fight back. Okay, great. So
Yeah.
go ahead and make an unarmed combat roll. Now, interestingly, you're not impressive at fighting. You're impressive at the physical stuff, but you're average at fighting.
Yeah.
How is our friend Bellows? Oh, all right then.
Do I roll?
Go ahead and make your roll.
Okay. 10.
Well, I know that, but Bellows doesn't know that he is spending 1 power to reroll, but he was already doing that before you said it. I'm not a cheater. Oof. You, despite 3 rolls on my part, because he has 1 for I do not beat a 10 any of the times.
Oh,
and
damn.
you do, in fact, push Bellows into Williams, who is driving the car. Williams, give me a fine motor skills roll.
Oh boy.
You are adept at these, so that's good.
19.
19. So you do manage. Basically, Williams, you're pushed, and you do kind of like, you like merge into a lane when you don't want to. And it's like, as a car's coming up, but you just are like, you kind of just like, you know, like you kind of, you kind of,
Hey,
you know.
go. What's it?
Yeah.
Drummond, what are you doing?
Drummond is still screaming, still shouting, still now pushing at kind of
Unable
like
to communicate.
taking it out on Bellows, who's like, you know, kind of just whatever, trying to protect himself.
I'm just like pushing Bellows back, kind of with one arm pushing Bellows back. Drummond.
Do you, I guess a choice you can make, you with a 19, you're doing a very good job of the driving. Do you want to just like continue driving, or do you want to like pull over?
If it keeps going like this, I'll pull over, but for now I'm going to keep driving.
You see no sense of this stopping. Like Drummond
I'm
is.
gonna let Drummond keep trying for like another minute or so. And
Okay,
then
gotcha. Okay, cool. Well, Drummond, let's do another fight between you and Bellows. Let's see if Bellows can't
Push him back. All right.
can't stop you.
16.
I have rolled for Mr. Bellows a 5 and a 1.
Oof.
So Sterling, he really gets knocked into again. Give me another fine motor skills roll. This time it's, you know, it's Drummond's been like punched in the face, and he like there's some like blood just spit onto your hand here, Williams.
I'll use a power.
Okay.
No, best I can do is an 8.
bad news. You do in fact, like, perhaps at this point you're even like you were like trying to like get over, but now you're being sort of just slammed, and you don't hit another car, but you do kind of careen off, kind of like off onto the shoulder, and into whether it's a fence or a concrete barrier. You do like scrape the front of the hearse, coming to a stop. Drummond, give me one more. Give me a self-control roll then. Oh, actually, give me a self-control roll. Okay. Well, this will be
18.
Okay. So you basically you're screaming and you're doing this, but like you no longer start fighting them.
Okay.
But now you're just like staring at that photo, pretty freaked out. But you're now, no one's fighting. The car is stopped.
Do I know consciously that I'm screaming or why, or am I just reacting without?
You at this point just know that you're terrified.
Cool.
Yeah. You guys are, panting. The one of the headlights has probably been damaged on the car here. But Drummond does not, and also like it would be hard to because the barrier's right there next to you. But like Drummond, like there's some part of you that's like, get out of this car and run. But after a moment or two, that just goes away. And also, if you just sort of like drop the photo, it kind of
It stops.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll drop the photo.
What the hell happened there?
I don't know. It's something about the there's something really wrong with that photo.
You punched me, by the way.
Really wrong. Well, you were grabbing at me.
Yes, because you were screaming like a lunatic.
Yeah, well, you would too if you looked at that photo.
That's why I said don't touch it. Put it back. Leave it alone.
Put it back.
I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it again. I'm not putting it back.
Bellows will reach over and just close it and shove it in. Now, Williams, there's an interesting thing you now are thinking to yourself. Make an analyze roll.
Analyze, you say?
Yeah, just kind of putting the old.
I have adept and effective.
Ooh, I will read what the effective thing is as you make your roll. Oh, so if you roll a 12 or higher, you can avoid drawing an inherently wrong and harmful conclusion or mitigate any.
I rolled 8, so I'm going to use the power to reroll one of those.
Understood. You rolled 2 8s. Wow.
Yeah. That was a 3. Can I spend another power?
You can spend another power. Remember, power is also health, though, so just,
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
16.
16. Okay. You think it is possible that, like, when you see that he's putting it into the glove box, as if that's, like, where he saw Drummond get it from, you think it's possible it was in there under papers and you didn't see it, but you don't think it's likely. Because you reached in that glove box and you pulled out, the road atlas.
Yeah.
You don't remember a box. You would have, like, clocked that there was a box in there. It's possible it was just under other papers and got shifted around.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that's weird. Okay. Can everybody also make... Oh, sorry, do you want to say something first, Williams?
No, I was just saying, can I try and restart the car, or is it, like, totaled?
The car's not totaled, but you definitely, like the front of it's impacted. The light on that side is out. Definitely some, like, damage, but it's still running right now.
Okay. Oh, great. Then
if you'd like to, you could. Why don't you get out and take a gander at it?
Yeah, I take a look, but, like, I mean, if nothing's, like, leaking or, it seems like it still can go, I'm like, well, let's try and get back on the road slowly.
If you take a look at it out there's definitely some leaks. There's that you're a little bit worried about this car now. It was already not running great.
Are we close to any kind of, like, town?
Luck roll, my friend.
9.
Yes, you are. You're
Right.
close to an exit. You know.
And I would try and get in the car and slowly, safely try and get us to somewhere we can like pull over. I assume it's still like late at night, so we'd have to wait till the morning. So we fucking resting and having to wait another day at this point. But
I'm just sitting in the car smoking, trying to calm myself down still.
Yeah. All right. Well, Williams, give me one more fine motor. Oh, I guess. You know what? We'll just say that because so much other stuff is crazy. You guys have been spending so much power doing this. We'll say no one was harmed. No one's taking any damage from the crash because it wasn't even a crash. All right, Williams, give me another fine motor skills.
16.
You're a damn good driver. Zane's character last week was a damn good driver too.
Good.
Yeah. What is he? Is whether he's Minnie or Adam, he's one damn good driver. That was a joke about how Minnie Driver and Adam Driver have the last name Driver, but in this case, it's like the activity, not the surname. All right. So yes, you managed to get the car off the road, get over toward a little, sort of repair shop. With a 9, I'll say that across the way from the repair shop, there actually is a motel. Of course, you're not sure if you can just leave a corpse in the back of this car.
Well, I mean, if there's any natural place for a casket to be, it's the back of a hearse.
It's true.
Right, but well, if we're leaving, technically we're leaving the car with someone else, and the box is out of our sight. And if anything happens to it, if they do anything, we might need to move it into the room with us.
Oh, yeah. All right. And you stay. You're gonna have to stay here because I don't. When I need someone, I need someone I know will look after it.
Yeah, you gotta. But you trust him? You don't trust this guy, do you?
Stay here. What do you mean stay here?
Well, I go get us a car.
Oh, I see. So 2 of us are gonna.
You leave me alone with this guy?
I'm fine.
Not looking at any haunted pictures, so we should be fine. Hey, remember all that money we're gonna split? It's about to be a lot less of it now that we crashed.
That is true. He kind of like smacks Drummond in the arm. Like, what were you thinking?
You shouldn't have attacked me.
I shouldn't have attacked. You were screaming like an idiot. All right.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, fine. Just so you're gonna go get us a room?
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, so Williams, you're getting the room.
Get the room, we'll get the car. You guys stay there.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So Williams, it's 9:30. So I'm gonna phrase it like this. Williams, as you start walking out across the street to try to find a room at a motel. Drummond, are you in the car or out of the car? Are you gonna wait outside the car, or are you gonna wait in the car?
Yeah, I'll wait outside the car.
Okay, cool. Not wanting to be too close to you, Bellows will stay inside the car.
Sure, fine. First,
Drummond, what do you do? What are you gonna do right now?
I'm just leaning against the car, smoking, looking around.
Okay.
Calm myself down.
You're in sort of a heightened state here, Drummond, and I have to say that a kind of like a garage in some sort of weird part of, kind of like central New York State feels a little. Or you might have even you might be in Jersey. I don't know if you kind of went to, I don't know. Dan, you were talking about this interstate. Where would you be like an hour and a half outside New York? Would you still be in New York en route to there, or would you be in like Pennsylvania? Where would you be?
Let me pull that back up. We would be about an hour out.
Is it going through New York State, or is it cutting down into like?
We'll be going through New York State.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're in New York State. That's fine. So you're kind of like in that weird, that weird sort of zone. So this garage is, it's late at night. You feel weird. It's a little eerie. There's also just so much junk.
Actually, no, we'd be somewhere in New Jersey right now.
You're in Jersey. Okay. So you're in Jersey. Hey.
How we can't even pump our own fucking gas here.
Yeah, not gonna be able to.
Noisy.
Although it probably was true in a lot of places back then.
Yeah, it's way more common back then.
But Drummond, there's a vibe here it's very unsettling. The shadows of all these kinds of, just piles of junk. You keep thinking you see something moving within them. You're kind of very much nervy and on edge. After a few moments, however, the door flies open, and Bellows, just jumps, out of the car and kind of is looking back, very creeped out. Oh yeah, he rolled a 1, so he's.
What's up with you?
Nothing. Nothing. I thought I.
No, you got spooked by something, huh? This job is spooky.
I had when I was in school, there was a teacher we had, right? A very specific way of, he kind of pulls out some coins and just starts holding coins in his hand, kind of like this, sort of obsessively. He goes, yeah, I had his teacher, and he was a real dick. What he'd like to do is he'd like to, when you were taking too long to do stuff, he'd kind of stand there and he'd just start kind of tap 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 tap, like impatient, the foot tapping the toe, he's tapping his little ruler.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do with this story if you don't move it along. What the heck is going on with you?
The car's just settling. It was just in a wreck, so there's just something inside of it. For a second, I could hear that exact tapping, like impatient, mind playing tricks on me. That's all that's happening. I'm sorry. I thought it was, from inside the casket.
Well, no, because that person is dead.
I know that.
Sorry, this whole thing's a bit of a spook fest.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah. You don't have to tell it. You're the one who screamed. I didn't scream, by the way.
No, you're just sitting here shaking about a teacher from your schoolboy days. Yeah.
So.
Smoke a cigarette and shut up.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad idea. I got one right here. I can. Here I go. Very sorry, Millie. I'm smoking my. Millie hates when I put this in my mouth. Clit it. All right. So, with that, as Mr. Williams walks over to this motel and as Drummond and Bellows smoke, we will now return to the House of Love and Dread, where the matchmaker regards her cards and says, "Ooh, it looks like we're off to a bit of a slow burn, but it got us where we're hoping to be. Although I have to tell you two, as of yet, I'm seeing a little too much dread and not enough love. Why didn't anyone want to take the nice young woman with them in the car? Wouldn't it have been fun to have a little lover's triangle? Lover's quadrangle? Otherwise, you guys either need to fall in love with each other or Bellows, or somehow one or the other."
Would have gotten in the way of things that need to be done.
Interesting. Well, you do know what's on offer for the winner of this story, don't you?
No.
Oh, did I forget to tell you?
You did not tell us anything.
You'll get a little prize in the form of a little bit of, shall we say, agency moving forward. Do a good enough job, play well enough stories and you just might... Well, I don't want to promise anything, but...
How do you win a story? Not what a story's point is.
Ooh, the moon. Wow. Coming in with a new take, Moon. Of course you can win a story. You can live happily ever after. You can die a horrible death that entertains your viewers. You can do something no one's ever done before. Those will seem wins in my book.
Well, then how do you lose a story?
You're boring.
Those are just endings.
A story is lost if there's nobody worth paying attention to in it. But so far, I think you've set the stage, but next time I want to see some sparks fly, and I don't just mean from a monster's neck bolts. Somebody needs to kiss someone or have some feelings about someone somewhere in there, you understand? Why didn't you want the girl who looked like the other girl? You were so into the girl upstairs with the downstairs girl. You don't kind of like... She kind of like waves her arms with her big sleeves. You don't kind of like a hippy-dippy chick? Should I be offended? I'm kidding, of course. I understand. A big part of matchmaking is you have to be very specific. Matching the person to the type. And if my dear Chariot and Moon didn't think that Mr. Williams or Mr. Drummond would be interested in our fair flower child, well... I'll let it stay there for now.
All right.
But just remember, this is the house of love and dread. For next time. Something else, Moon, please? I'm all ears.
No.
Well, on that note, I guess I'll shuffle you back in for the time being, and we'll resume this story in our next exciting chapter. Until then, I wish you all true love and true dread. And with that, our tale comes to an end. There you go. Well, welcome to the House of Love and Dread, Liv and Dan.
Thank you.
Hope you guys are back. As you can see, the vibe of this one is not dissimilar from Blood from a Stone, but also is very different. Has a very different sort of overarching theme, so we'll sort of see how it all goes.
Interesting.
And Liv, I guess we won't have you next time, but we'll have you back soon thereafter, I hope. And
No, yeah, next week I will not be around. Sorry, y'all, I got booked at an event and need to go do things that horrify Philip.
That's true. Pretty much everything Liv does horrifies me. Including the things I also like doing. Like eating. Everything's horrifying in this world.
I'm just a horrifying person.
Well, yes, but...
WH.
Oh, you're horrifying? Well, I'm out here horrifying. Wow.
Dad appreciated my pun, even if no one did it in game.
Oh, dear. Very good. Well, guys, and thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for clipping. Thank you for joining us on these nights. I'm sure we have lots of people to thank. I'm going to generally thank everyone for just being in chat and being active and being here. We love kind of seeing everyone on these nights again. And this story will continue next week. Cause we'll have some people and we'll introduce some people and I don't know. We'll get it figured out. I believe Lauren and Zane are back next week, so otherwise, Dan, you're gonna have a real fun solo session, I guess. No, we'll have a lot of fun, and you can, wait. Oh, do we have anyone to thank? By the way, does anybody know? I know Zane always does that for me.
Well, Berninger did resubscribe today, so thank you, Berninger.
Thank you, and hello.
I also did, but it's really not about me, guys.
Dan, thank you so much for your continued support. No, Dan. It means a lot. And Dan,
I know. I'm serious. It's not.
Honestly, Dan, I think you could have done more.
Webster's dictionary defines the heart of the channel as a person like Dan. Also, why is the heart of the channel something in Webster's dictionary? A real mystery. Well, thank you so much for subs and being here. You can always subscribe to our channel if you want to support us. Also, please go to our Discord. That's kind of the best place to really interact with us. You can go to our Instagram to see when we're posting stuff. We do have our YouTube now. This is the Nightbot is still wrong. This week got away from us here. You can go to youtube.com /@longlostlore-archive. That's where all our stuff is. We're gonna start posting like shorter form things on this on the main @longlostlore account, just to kind of it's funny when you have 600 videos with like 1 or 2 views as a massive archive on YouTube, that your channel doesn't have a good algorithm hits. Funny story. So that's kind of our archive where you can watch full episodes, including this. This will be up there, tomorrow. But if you want to see the newer stuff, that's the new one. And go to the wiki, which I don't know that we've started this new game on the wiki yet, but I'm sure we'll get there eventually. And if you want to read about all our old games, you can see all that craziness there too. Would either of you like to mention anything in particular that you're up to?
I will be in and out for various events. I'll be making appearances at some conventions. If folks are near Vegas and want to go to the Star Trek convention there, it's expensive. Don't do that. Or if you're in Blackpool, I don't know why you would be in Blackpool, but if you are, I'll be
in England.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm doing a convention in Blackpool at the end of August. So
very fun.
If for some reason you're there, you have friends there, send them to me so they can pay me for my signature and steal my name like evil little fairies.
There you go. Well, great. Well, Dan?
I mean, I did see Superman. I'll plug that. But it was good.
And write to your representatives, please, because this country is rapidly descending into scary things. So that's something I'm going to plug. Go to 5calls.com and you'll get lots of great resources to make it super easy for you to make phone calls and tell your reps that you don't like certain things that are happening. If you don't like those things.
Well, there you go. Well, on that note, thank you all for watching. It's very fun to be back. Hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll see you next week for the next part of the Midnight Delivery. Until then, in the words of the Matchmaker, I wish you all true love and true dread. No.